Well, good afternoon, everybody. We know that these days to succeed in a global environment is not enough for the countries to have a beautiful landscape or amazing landmarks, but we have to embrace on technology, we have to embrace on sustainability. So we are here to discuss about this and to understand how we can forge unforgettable experience to drive the economy, the tourism economy in our country. And to do this, as we said, we have two estimated panelists. We have Kristina that, as he said, is leading the partnership at Visit Sweden, and Özgül, that was the former Deputy Minister of Tourism for Turkey, and she built quite a lot of successful strategies for the Turkish tourism. So I would like to start with a question for you, Kristina. That is about your country, Sweden. And Sweden has always positioned itself or consider sustainability and technology as an innovation, especially as an important matter. How has this happened or helped you in building your marketing campaign for the country?
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to share with you how we work a bit unconventional with destination marketing. And as you know, probably to set the scene is that Sweden is a quite unknown destination tucked away in the northern part of Europe. Hence, we have to work with awareness to set the scene. But as you mentioned, Luca, sustainable destination and Swedish lifestyles is part of our country DNA, so the destination DNA, and it's not something we only say. We are highly ranked in many global indexes. For example, 3 rank in soft power index when it's come to sustainable cities and transportation, where we have, for example, the city of Gothenburg that for 7 consecutive years been highest rank under the GDS movement. And of course, we are working with sustainability and the Swedish innovative lifestyles when it comes to the communication as well. It's actually deeply integrated in the way we communicate. For example, we have the platform for our brand platform where we talk about shaping the era for a purposeful travel, which is sort of our guiding star. Then talk about how we do it. We are a small organization. We represent a very small country, and we're trying to break through the bus in very big markets. And the lack of big budgets requires a quite unconventional PR-driven marketing. So we are totally depending on striking through in some kind of aspect. And our formula to succeed is actually, firstly, we try to work with infotainment to sort of solve a current issue, be the topic of the town. And secondly, we are working with a small portion of Swedish dry humor in our communication. And thirdly, being authentic. And I'm happy to share 3 examples of destination marketing that we've done lately. This is a campaign that we did in 2023, and it's actually based on the fact that all of you have one day certainly read an IKEA catalog. And those quirky names in there are actually places and destinations in Sweden. And we want you to discover the originals and make people to come to Sweden. And this is an example. What you see here is a pristine lake in the southern part of Sweden called Bolmen. But in the IKEA catalog, it's just a toilet brush. Last year, we launched another destination campaign where we want to clear out some confusion. And it's actually the global mix-up of Sweden and Switzerland. Yes, we know all, it's a well-known problem. And The PR effect was massive in this campaign, and we're so happy to see that even the Swiss ambassador in New York picked up the campaign and made a movie himself back to us. And then it was a ping pong game between the Swedish and the Swiss ambassador in media, all friendly, of course. And this year, this is actually our current PR campaign, where we want people to visit the original Sweden. Because did you know that there are actually 8 Swedens out in the world? And we don't want anyone to travel to the wrong place. Hence, that's why we have sent in an application to trademark Sweden as a destination. And to give you a better glimpse of this, I will show our campaign video.
Dear Trademark Supervisor at the European Union Intellectual Property Office, the Kingdom of Sweden is contacting you regarding an important trademark request. As you know, most luxury brands have issues with replicas or dupes. And this is true not only for luxury handbags, but for destinations too. Sweden offers modern-day luxuries like tranquility, privacy, space, and freedom. The luxurious 4 seasons, we have them all. It's only natural that the rest of the world wants to use our name and piggyback on our brand, and they are. Did you know that there are currently 8 places in the world called Sweden? Extremely flattering, of course, but what if people unintentionally visit the dupes instead of the original? They would miss out on so much. Our royal yachts, Swedish minimalism, the exciting mushroom trips. Something needs to be done. Countries and cities can't trademark their names, but destinations can. And today, Sweden actually identifies as a destination. So please, dear Trademark Supervisor, let Sweden be the first country to trademark our name. Together we can create a less confusing world.
Yes, so this is an example of how we work with our innovative lifestyle and the sustainability of Sweden itself, trying to break through with unconventional marketing.
Thank you very, very much. It's really amazing and interesting the way that you are facing at this thing. So thank you very much for sharing this. So now I have a question for you, Özgül, and based on your experience, which lesson can be applied to less developed destinations that do not have the same level of infrastructure and resources than other global well-established ones?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and so nice to be together in this session. Of course, we should definitely believe that each and every single destination has a strength to promote. We should believe that. Every destination should start making a SWOT analysis. Each destination has a strength, some difficulties, some lack of infrastructure, as you said, but there are some strong products for each destination. First of all, we should believe in that. We call them in second-tier destinations sometimes, but still they have either great people to invest in, they have either some natural resources and natural beauty, fresh food, someone fashion is living there, some design people. So everybody has an offer to give, has something to offer. We should believe in that. This belief is very important, and starting with a SWOT analysis and creating a long-term strategy is the main factor. Because the discipline of marketing is telling us that you can market everything, actually. You can do the marketing, a small bar of chocolate. Brussels is making use of a small statue in its marketing. Can you imagine? It is the head city, headquarter of EU, but they are making use of a small statue for the marketing. So this is showing us that you can make use of every single peculiarity of your destination or your society. You can make use of it. As long as you create a long-term strategy, you can market everything. This is very important. And you don't do destination marketing only for tourism. You don't do destination marketing only to receive more visitors. First of all, you do destination marketing for your own people, because increasing the civic pride is very important. I think the role of destination marketing is starting, the importance of destination marketing is starting from your own people. So you should start doing it for your own people, and when you're deciding about destination marketing issues, the destination should include everybody in the decision-making process. It is very important. You cannot choose a path without your own people.
Yeah.
NGOs, the private sector, of course, not only the hotels and the tour operators, maybe women NGOs should be included, business leaders, Chamber of Commerce, the airport authority should be included.
All the players, yes.
All the players. So it should be the common mind of the people, because marketing of the destination is starting with your own people. And of course, it is a tool to receive more talented people from outside, to live there maybe, and to receive more investment, to receive more businesses, to create more jobs. That's why when we are thinking and creating our path for the destination marketing, we should never think of only tourism, only visitors. We should look in a 360-degree opinion, and we should always create our strategies for a longer term together with our own people.
That is a very, very smart and intelligent approach, and I think that this is one of the reasons why Turkey is so successful in marketing their country. Thanks a lot. So moving to a linked but separate subject, and Kristina, this is for you. Some of the countries and European destinations especially, they are facing the issue of mass tourism, over-tourism. How do you strike a balance in your country between promoting, call it second tiers or less known destinations, so still attracting international travelers and avoiding mass tourism in the tier one destinations?
Yeah, thank you. It's very interesting. First, I would like to say someone already stated that tourism accounts for an average of 10% of the European Union's GDP. In Sweden, it's 2.4%. I would say that over-tourism is not our main issue. Okay. Of course, we try to balance out the tourist streams. Our work as an NTO is mainly to make sure that we fill our destination and shoulders and low seasons. But we are a vast country, and we have so many different destinations to offer within the country. It's important for us, though, that the tourists that come to Sweden would like to share our culture, our way I look at sustainability, and maybe we can help educate them to move around in the Swedish nature, because we have this right to roam everywhere. Yeah. And for us, it's important that the tourists leave nothing except footprints. So it's more about attracting the right kind of tourists and balance it out over the country and over the seasons.
Thank you. So we are moving towards the end. We still have some minutes, so I have another question for Özgül. And Turkey is known for his rich history, culture. Within your tenure as Deputy Minister, what strategies prove to be the most effective to differentiate Turkey from other global destinations?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, during my tenure, the first shock for all the world was the COVID pandemic. So it was the most difficult time for all ministries, for all decision makers, and for all politicians. But Turkey was very quick to react, to receive, to increase new programs, to introduce new programs, and to apply new policies. We quickly created safety and hygiene certification. It is the first country introduced this certification, and we ask all tour operators or hotels and accommodation facilities to receive this certification, and we kept open our hotels for, very earlier than the European colleagues. And then, for the last 3 years, what we are investing as Turkish tourism industry is sustainability, actually. Turkey is the first country who has signed the contract with Global Sustainable Tourism Council. And now, for Turkey, for each hotel and accommodation facility, it becomes an obligation to receive sustainability certification. We have created the standards with Global Sustainability Tourism Council. Now also we are working on for the events industry. For tourism industry, each and every part should receive. It is an obligation by law. It is not a choice anymore. Yeah. Sustainability should be now, not for future. And all accommodations are now working with certification systems, certification advisory offices, and we have set up their standards. Depending on the content of the facility, they have to receive certain certification system, certain level, different levels, of course, for 5-star hotels and for basic star hotels, but they have to receive the sustainability certification. Which is approved by the Global Sustainable Tourism Council. Perfect. Turkey is the first country, first destination, which is doing it as a whole country. And this is a huge step, I think. Yeah. I'm sure more countries, more destinations will follow it up. But when we are talking about sustainability, we are usually talking about the future. Actually, it's already came, so we should do something now, not tomorrow. And also, when we say sustainability, we are automatically combining it only with the environmental problems. But no, sustainability is not only about environment, but also about local products, local agriculture, local suppliers, local culture. Yeah. Sustainability, when we say sustainability, it should cover everything. We should protect our environment, yes, but we should protect our local culture, local suppliers, local producers.
So I see from even from the previous one and this one, that you feel the complete environment engage in all your activities, and I think that this is really, really a good thing. Exactly. Time is flying, so we still have time for one quick question for both of you. We can start with Kristina. In today's competitive global tourism landscape, what do you see as the single most important factor for a destination to stand out?
I would say it's about being authentic and planning for a long time. You have to be sustainable in all 3 aspects over time.
Oh,
in addition to that, I think public-private partnership. This is the main issue in Turkey's success. I think it works well. We should be hand in hand, public-private together.
Perfect. So at the end, I think that we learned a lot from this quick conversation. Thank you very much for joining us. And at this point, we can move on with the next session of the conference. So thank you very much for joining, and we definitely keep in touch.